Hey there, welcome back. We're going to do the third game now, the epic game. And as I stated in the previous one, we need to get 50 victory points. Now, an epic game is a full 12 years. We've been only going to year 9 in the other two games, so we're going to get 3 additional years of play, which does mean we could potentially build more buildings. Now, one of the things that I did was this particular deck is fully shuffled. So those 4 cards that we had laid out over here are now in there. So now there's 3 invasion cards and 3 invasion cards in each of these decks. So potentially we have no invasion cards because I drew perfectly and all 6 invasion cards are sitting right here, or there's some mix in between, right? The other thing is that these are additional cards that will be added to the mix, but they don't get added until, so we have 80 cards here. These get added in after we resolve the end of age 6. And you can see here, for epic game only, add all discarded endeavors and the star endeavors not in play to the endeavor deck, then shuffle it. And then you also reshuffle all Warfront cards, which actually we should have been doing this whole time. And so my apologies that I haven't been doing that. So these cards will get added in. There's 33 of them, and they get mixed in. And what you're going to see in here are capstone. So this is a coveted relic that when you draw this card, you immediately get to draw another card. It's a township capstone. So you can see there's also agriculture, etc. So what does it mean? Well, they serve several purposes. The first one is that if they are in your hinterlands, they're going to be worth 1 victory point while it remains in your hinterland, but it increases your threat by 2 because it's coveted, so people are going to want to invade you. Okay, so defending your town is going to be harder, but you'll get an extra victory point for every one that's here. Now, this is where getting those people that increase your hinterland size could be handy, right? If you had a 6 hinterland size and you had 6 capstones in there, that's 6 victory points, right? The other one is if we go up far enough. Remember, we've always been able to go to level 3. Well, then you need foundations to get to level 4, and then you need architecture to get to level 5, and there's a capstone right there. And so you need all that to be able to get to the Grand Metropolis. So you need a lot of stuff. Let me get that back. So we have, let's do a search. So then you have reinforced core, which are the architecture we were talking about. See the little pillars here? You have core, and then you should have right here foundations. So there's foundation cards, there's capstones, and then there's cores. Oh, because we're searching. I was trying to figure out, like, why aren't they mixing in properly? Okay, so these cards will get shuffled into these cards once we get to the end of the first era. So when we start era 2, that's when these cards are going to be mixed in. It's a little bit unfortunate because, like, I would like to grab capstones and stuff earlier, but it's not an option. Now remember, these wild cards can count as anything, including cores and the foundations. They just cannot count as a capstone unless you pay a gem. So if you're willing to discard a gem, then it can count as a capstone. Those capstones are tricky because there's only 2 capstones for each of these eras, or each of these areas. So if I want to build a township to max level, and I'm playing a 4-player game, there's only 2 capstones in the whole game, and somebody else could be hoarding them. And having your capstones sitting out here can make you ripe for invasion. I actually think the epic game makes it a lot more player interactive. In the solo game, it's not quite as interesting. They're going to invade you just the way they always did. So you got that. Now, the Warfront, of course, is at 0 for this. I took the time to find our 3 cards to do. I also took the time. This is our first faction we played as, so we get to get the War Ballista or Hadrian. And these are the 2 leaders we can grab from our last faction. The Investor is not one I particularly care for, but for -1 victory point, this could be a boon. It all depends. This one's a pretty good one, especially with the way they attack us. They like to attack a lot using dice, or where you get to use dice to defend yourself, and so this is a great one. So he could roll red dice against them, and in fact, if I had this one and this one together, that could be actually a pretty decent combo, but I don't know what we're going to decide yet. So what faction am I going to choose? Great question. This one's out. This one's out. This one does a lot of peasant manipulation. Like you kill off a peasant, but then you can get them back. A lot of supplies are generated. It's a very agriculture-centric, hence the pitchfork. So agriculture is the way to go with them. We did this in my playthrough last year. These are the vampires. They did change the pictures, which is interesting. So the vampire clan has, and they have these shrouds. So we gain 1 determination when discarding this card. And anyways, what this is they get to peek a lot. They're really good at knowing what's coming, and they also get to cover them up, so other players don't know what's coming, and they can't peek. There's some pretty good stuff in here, and these shrouds, you can see there's different kinds, but it's really based on. So these are the advisors. So here's your starting guy. You could foresee any 2-year events. On each one, place a Shroud Darkness card, augmented face down. Then flip any one Shroud on the center board, so it becomes augmented face up. And all that means is you have your Shroud Darkness and then augmented as face up. There is a card somewhere in here. Right here. Each time a year event beneath an augmented Shroud is revealed, if it's an invasion card, they gain 5 defense. If it's a looming threat, they gain the gems equal to the amount displayed on the reward. Otherwise, they get silver equal to the threat displayed on the center board. So whatever year it is, if it's year 9, they get 9 silver. That's what these augmented shrouds do. And so every time you upgrade your leader, this one you get to see 2 years of events, and on each one you place a Shroud Darkness, which is this. Right? And then one of them gets to be augmented. That's what you get to do. Then you go to level 1, you can foresee 2 more years. And on each one, place a Shroud Chaos, which are these. So this says, Emberfall gains 1 determination when discarding this card. Determination are these little attack things. And then flip any one to augmented side up. And so augmented, of course, is the same rules as this. So you get to peek at them, and you get to make one of them augmented. You get to peek at them and make one of them augmented. This time, though, when you reveal these ones, you're going to gain attack tokens. Then for the third one, you get to see 2 more years, and in each one you place the Enigma. So only the Emberfall player can see this one. So this one is completely forbidden from other players. Flip any one Shroud on the augmented side face up, so they get to ignore direct assault during this round. So what that means is if I draw a direct assault with this here, I get to ignore it. And then, of course, augmented is augmented. Nothing changes. So they're very interesting. They're going to have a lot of knowledge. You definitely want to invest time in getting your leaders promoted. So you want to get the manners going. Very vampire-centric, if you think about it. And then, of course, you have this adds cultists to your army. During each end harvest, you gain resources, or she does. Then during a builder action phase, you can gain all the resources on this card. But once you do, she gains no more resources. So this is perfect for a solitaire game, because right now, I could take the technology that lets me grab another advisor right away. So I can grab her right away and I can just start putting resources on this. Tons and tons of resources. And then at some point in the game I can just unleash her and gather all these resources all at once. Once per game, place the Emberfall token on a revealed looming threat to take all the resources from its draw reward and ignore the threat. Your rank and reputation is now the highest amongst all players. You may always look at the top card of the Warfront deck. You may discard 3 gold to gain any level 3 knowledge. And then this is a like a general. And here's your cultist. So it's a very neat one. I did this in the last playthrough when we played Nightmare, and I did not do well, but I started with them. Uh, this time around, I started with a military faction. It was much more successful. This is the one clan I still haven't played. They get tokens that go down here. And every time they win a campaign, which is going out and attacking, or they have an undamaged caravan, they get a victory banquet. So they can exchange 3 of these for 2 population. Then they can recruit woodsmen by spending a population in 2 of these. And then infinitely they can spend 1 of these to get resources and silver. So getting these is a big deal. And here you go. So you get this command panel. Each end harvest you gain 1 authority. You may store up to 6. You can discard authority from here to resolve various effects such as victory banquet, recruit woodsman, or forestry. So every round you get 1. After 6 rounds, which is the first half of the game, you will have all 6 of these. Then eventually you could spend them to either get population, recruit woodsmen, or just trade them straight up for money. Money and material. So then you can see you may discard 3, and this is only if you win a battle or bring back a caravan. Here you can get berserkers or woodland pikemen to your army. So here's your level 2. So when you promote him, you immediately gain 3. Or you could gain a mix of stuff plus 1. And then your level 1, you can immediately gain 2 or resources. And then of course, at the start of the game, you start with 2 of these or more money and 1. So you get a lot of cool options there when you upgrade these, so you can get more of these, which of course leads to more of that. From a advisor perspective, you may place your worker stance here to gain an authority in the silver. The forestry action also gives you 1 determination token. This is the forestry. So you get an attack token as well. And if you defeat a looming threat, that looming threat can be used to fulfill a non-capstone requirement. It's like a wild card. That's pretty cool. Immediately gain 2 material. Each time you complete a caravan, just gain an authority. Once per game, you may discard an authority for succeed 2 events. Or 2 authority to get a level 1 knowledge, or 2. Each time you steal an endeavor from an opponent, you can place it in your territory instead of your build queue. So you just automatically, it's fully built. That could be pretty cool. This is the berserkers. One of the things you can get. These are part of the woodmen. So it gets red for rolls in which you've used any determination. So as long as you use an attack token, you can turn that into red. There's another one and another one. So you can recruit 3 of those. And then this is the one I'm actually contemplating doing, which is why I was saving it for last. It's sort of a trick I like to do when I play this game. I think you saw me do it in one of my other playthroughs. So we're going to hit the L button here. And then L, 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 Cool J. So we're going to put this inside our area. And one of the things to notice right away is we have an income of 1 gold every round, right at the start. But we also gain 1 threat at the start. Alright, so we're going to lock that in. And then we're going to lock... It's good enough for government work, right? We're going to lock that in. Grab these 4. Drop it down. Lock. Lock, lock, lock. There we go. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Put these 3 up here. This is on the 4. That goes there. And we gotta break these apart. So I'm just bringing them way over to the right so we don't interfere. Okay, so what's our rules? Special rules for this is with House Lorien, we place the vault. It has a fortune. Stack the 6 vault cards on the bottom of the vault panel with the Roman numeral 1 vault fortune face up as the top card. At any amount of times each action phase, you may discard 5 gold to gain 1 fortune. So basically you get to upgrade your vault. Tracked with the vault cards, and you can gain 1 population, 1 gem, or 2 fortifications when you do that. So that's pretty awesome. Now we had 9 of these blessing points, and I thought about it, and I'm not changing any of mine. I am just going to take 9 gold for the start of the game. And I'm doing that because I intend to spend 5 of this gold to upgrade my vault right away. And you can see here, it actually has it all depicted graphically. We can spend 5 to increase this, and then we get to choose one of these as a reward. This is fantastic. It's a nice little synergy thing. And then when you have money in the vault, you can always spend it, which is what some of these other cards are going to say. So we have a level 2, a level 1, and then our starting person. Let's look at those real quick. I start the game with 1 vault fortune. I can access the deed S. So I have to refer to the house card for setup instructions. So then the Chancellor immediately gains $5 or 5 gold when you upgrade. And he can access S or I, and then S1 or 2. You get 5 more when you get her. So, what does it mean to access S? I think it has something to do with... There must be another card, because I don't see it here. It'll come out. Let's see, what's the next card? Alright, this is an advisor. Chief of Acquisitions. Once per game, you may discard 1 vault fortune. That means you downgrade your vault to gain 5 material. Tax collector. Immediately gain 3. Your worker stance generates 1 extra gold if it's on your township. Wine artisan. Gain 2 food or supplies. When you roll dice for your caravan, replace each supply roll with a red die. Ooh, that's pretty good. You can deposit gold by discarding 4 gold instead of 5. So it's just cheaper to put in a vault. When defending with Gideon, add 1 true mark to the result for each 2 vault fortune you have. A unit's dice quality is 1 higher when it is attacking or defending with Gilded Knight. And ambitious initiative. Something is missing here. That's because it's written right here. So here we go. S. Once per game, I can discard 2 Vault Fortune and gain a build. That's once per game. Once per game, discard 2 Vault Fortunes and add the Gilded Knight into your standing army. I can discard 4 Vault Fortunes and put the Grand Project in my build queue. Grand Project is 2 wilds. It has to be non-capstone. And the Gilded Knight unit's dice quality is 1 higher when it is attacking or defending with Gilded Knight. So all this is saying is if this guy were attacking with this one, the Gilded Knight causes that green to be upgraded to a blue. That's all it's saying. So whoever's paired with him, especially if you're campaigning, he upgrades who he's with. So he's really good. So we're going to be putting money into this. It's going to get us money and interest. But then we're going to downgrade it. So we're going to go up. Let's say we go to 2 levels of vault. Then we're going to have to go down 2 levels to get a free build action. So it's a once per game thing. And each of these are once per. So we start at level 1, and then level 2, level 3, 4, and then 5. And there's some victory points here, but your threat goes up. And then, of course, this is your income, right? So we can take 3 gold or 1 gem. So you are downgrading these to do these special deeds. But if we're making enough gold, they're hopefully making enough gold that you can downgrade it and then bring it back up every time. Okay, so with that in mind, we could take a level 2 and a level 3. So we could do this again. This one wasn't bad. For the level 2, I always like the recruit advisor because advisors just are good. So let's do that. Now, by doing the recruit advisor, we'll pick him later. What's the level 3 going to be? I don't like this one. Just because this is only helpful if you get the agriculture leveled up. This one can be good. I mean, we proved it. It was good. And getting gold is helpful for managing our vault. We can actually get the exact same effect if we keep putting our guy on this. The problem is this is all we're going to get. We're not going to get the materials anymore. This one is interesting because, like I said, when we battle the armies, if we win, we don't have to sacrifice a population to put an endeavor in our build queue. And this is damage step. Each 1 gold counts for 4 damage instead of 1. And that would have been helpful last time, right? We could have spent, instead of spending 8 gold to mitigate 8 damage, we could have just spent 2 gold with 4 damage mitigated each. So which one do I want? You know what? I'm going to take the it's one of these three. I'm going to take the gem trade again. Caravans are not horrible. Alright, upgrading township is going to be helpful because you can see the township actually gets us materials and money. Right? This gets you materials and a little bit of money. This does get you money, which is good. Agriculture, of course, gets you supplies and money. This, of course, gets you your upgrades, but eventually money. So, alright, we're ready to go. Let's grab our quests. Shuffle, shuffle. 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be interesting. Alright, looking at the right, we start the game with resources, which means we're going to get material every income. We would need a fortified colony with watchtowers and bolstered forts. We've had this one. This was our first game. It's not horrible. And then you actually get an attack token as well. This one, you start with a military upgrade, which is also not horrible. I like military upgrades from the start. Your resource province is at least level 1, so you just need to upgrade your resources to 1. And you have to buy Victory Parade, which is not horrible. All Victory Parade is that if we defend ourselves and we don't actually have to mitigate damage, these fortification points don't count. I mean, you spend these. You need at least 3 fortifications. We buy Victory Parade. You gain a population. This one has really great starting resources and military. It's actually quite attractive. And then, of course, this one is nice because it takes 3 towns to upgrade a township. And they want us to buy masonry expertise, which costs 4. And we need resources level 1 as well. So, a bit less on the resource side. The upgrade is one of the harder ones to do because you need 3 of them. This one, you only need 1, but you need 2 military, right? So, it might take you a while to get this. Starting with this at level 1, you automatically have 3 points of defense. And then, of course, you can put stuff in here. Starting with this at level 1, you're going to gain 1 gold every turn. Not horrible. This is actually... what does masonry expertise do? I think that's the one where you can... If you discard a material, you get to promote 3 buildings instead of just 2. There's been better, but I'm going to go with township, this one. And the reason I chose it is because we are going to get 1 gold of income along with this 1 gold of income, and we need a lot of gold income to beef this up if we're going to play this game. And you do get 2 defense possibly for your military, so don't forget to do that. That could be very handy. That's why I was tempted to level up this, because I could promote this and then put those bricks in and use that to defend ourselves. Alright, we get to start with 1 advisor. The Gilded Knight and the Grand Project are not advisors. These are things you unlock with the vault. So it's one of these 5. We could start with a military person, which will get us along our way towards upgrading the military. What else? Your worker generates 1 extra gold if it's on your township province. Ooh. So I would generate 2 gold. That guy's decent. I'm not as much of a fan of this, although the 5 material is always good. I think coin minting, because then it only costs 4 gold instead of 5 to level up your thing. Why would I not take him? I mean, she's awesome too, but I think for start of the game, he's the right way to go. So yeah, I'm gonna choose him. I'm gonna choose you, Pikachu. All right, off we go. We are ready. Yes, we are. So shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'll flip those. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we need to upgrade our resources. We also want to upgrade our manners. So we got, because my manners are always horrible. My mom always told me to mind my manners. Um, this one gets us a free technology. Man, I want all of these. So I'm gonna do these two. Oh, hold on. We gain 2 gold and 4 of these. So we're taking those two, and then I'm gonna flip. Whoops. Then I'm gonna flip a person and spend 2 of these to also take this one as a manner of speaking. And then all 3 of these we're gonna put in here, and I'm gonna make this one um, the most available. I could spend a gold to get this now, but I'm gonna just leave it here for now. Alright, so we already rush job something. The only drawback to this is I may not be able to get my caravan out as quickly, because I did have 4 resources to send out the caravan right away, which of course is something we want to do. But I did want to get the manor and this going, because I'm going to get this upgraded and this upgraded ASAP. Alright, it cost me 4 gold instead of 5 to upgrade this to level 2. And when I do that, I can gain 2 bricks. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to spend 4 gold again to upgrade it to level 3. And I can gain a gem or get my population back. Then I have 3 gold left. And that is 1 gold shy of being able to send out a caravan. So that's the question. Like, is there a way to get that gold before I, do this step for the caravan? And I don't think there is. So I'm going to downgrade this, give back the 4 gold. I'm actually going to spend the 4 gold to give myself 2, well, not those 2 resources, right? Those 2 suck. Let's give ourselves those 2. We use this exchange here. So, not quite what we wanted, but it lets us get the caravan out. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to get that caravan out right away. And so, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is still flipped over. And again, all this is because I insisted on building this right away. If I was willing to just let it sit here, I would have 4 of these, and I would have enough gold to upgrade this again. But I'm okay. Let's just live with it. Alright, we did that. I am done with all of this. My dog is demanding attention, so I'm giving her a quick pet. She's happy now. And we're going to choose our stance. We're going to go with one of these stances, and I think I'm going to go with agriculture, because that's just going to help my caravan. But really, I mean, that gives me another gold. I'm torn. No, we're going to get some build resources. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and that's our stance. Here we go. Um, draw the event. So we got a living threat right out of the start. That's not good. Not good for the home team. Then they get a advance. Then we do end harvest. So here you can see we're going to get 1 gold, 1 silver. And then here we get 1 silver and 1 material. And here we get 1 gold. And that's the end of year 1. So we start year 2 with discarding this card. You shift down. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm going to build this one, but this time, oh, I'm sorry. These were supposed to progress. This one we're going to build for the barracks. Then we got 2 grain fields. Ooh, I still have this that would be nice to build. A swordsman would be nice to build. But I'm going to go ahead and do a town. So that's our 2 builds. I could sacrifice and spend some stuff to get another town built. But I still need a 3rd town before it matters. So I don't know if it matters yet. Once per game, discard 2 Vault Fortune and gain a build. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard down 2 to get a build, and I'll just build another town. And then move this down, progress. And then we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to level that up again. We're right back to the start. And this time I'm going to gain a gem. I could have gotten my person back, but we'll gain the gem this time. Okay, so what else can I do? I can expedite, or just save it for the caravan. There's nothing I want or need to expedite at this time. So yeah, I think we're just going to move forward. We're going to get our caravan back. Oh, I'm sorry. Stance. I think my stance is... Gonna do that. We could try to defend, but I think we're gonna do that. Right, so we get our caravan back, and actually, instead of the gem, which is one of our options here, I know that's a really good option because it's victory points. We're gonna get our person back, and the reason is because I'm gonna get a gem right here. Now, I wanted at least 1 gem because sometimes you have to spend gems to get the wild cards, right? And then we get a gold for this. So that's that. And then we have 2 and 2. So what that means is I'm rolling 2 green and 2 blue. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the best, but 2, 4, 6, 7. And we get to gain something. So we could increase our threat right away, right? This is not a good idea because I don't have room for the brick. It would be a wasted brick. This or we go with this because that's our theme, right? We want to just get gold. You know what? To be honest, I actually want this because I don't want to increase my threat yet. This lets us peek forward. I don't want to peek my current year, but I want to peek an upcoming year. So let's just peek year 3. That's another looming threat. So we at least know that's not going to be an invasion. I probably should have done the 2 gold thing, but I still like the idea. Now every time I do a caravan, I'm going to get to peek at something. And it doesn't increase our threat, which is good. Okay, so we did the caravan, now we reveal the event. It is a productive year, so we are in this stance, so we gain a gem and 2 gold. Perfect, perfect. And then we reveal theirs. They are going to move forward twice, and it's going to be a slaughter because it's red against silver. It was. So they're going to move up 2 more. They're up to 5. Then we do our harvest. So we're going to gain 1 gold. We're going to gain another gold. And then we're going to gain a supply. Round 3. Gone. One, 2, 3. We're going to build the town. When this enters your territory, you receive a population and a gold. You can store 1 extra endeavor. You can get the rewards of 2 of your trade routes. You know what? I had this in another game, and I think I forgot to do that. That's all right. I'm going to build the manor for my second one, and then this will just go into our hinterlands. I am going to spend 1 gold and then flip and spend 1 and then 1, 2, and 1 more gold because I have to spend 2 of these resources. And let's get a do we want to do a swordsman? Yes. We're going to do a swordsman. And that stinks because I don't have 8 gold anymore, so I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 gold in my action phase to increase this to level 2. But we got to progress. Everything. And I don't have enough resources to send out a caravan. I'm in trouble. When I progress this, I gain something. I gain my person back. Yeah, I don't have enough gold to buy stuff to fill my caravan. That wasn't a good plan, was it? Because right now is when I need to fill it. I basically spent 2 of these. I had 1. You know what? I'm going to put this back, and then keep the 2 that I spent to build that, and this one, and I'm going to spend my 2 gold to make it a 2 and 2. Because I got to get this back on the road again. I have to. So it just means I don't have another soldier building yet. So when this finishes the barracks, I won't be able to upgrade it yet until I get 2. And that's fine. Okay, so by doing what I did, when I upgraded this, I couldn't take a population, so I'll take a gem. Alright, I think I'm done with my actions. Then I get to do my stance. We are going to get invaded. The chances of all 3 invasions being in here are next to nothing. But, I'm sorry, we're on this year, so I know I'm not getting invaded this year. And I don't have the ability to go attack these yet. So, we're going to do income stance. So, I'll do this one. Okay, we already know the event. Nothing happens for this one. They're moving forward 1 more. But we get to destroy a living threat, which is excellent. I'm going to destroy this one. Next we get to do our harvest, so we get 1 gold, 1 silver from here. Another gold from there. And then 1 mineral, 1 silver. Now we're moving on to year 4. Oh, hold on. We were supposed to do this. I get to gain an advisor and also an advisor from somewhere else. Oh, I've totally forgot. I could have grabbed this guy. So we got our 2 military guys. That's the advisor from somewhere else. I could grab him or the catapult. Which one's better? I mean, the catapult lets you re-roll. This guy will roll red dice defending, which is good. And his defense is 2, where the catapult's defense is just 1. Or we could take one of these guys, which I don't think are super good. Although that one lets us move the victory 2. Let me think. That one could be decent, but no, I like the one I took. We needed a military guy, and actually that worked out really, really well. Yeah, I like that. So we do that as our ally, and then our main advisor, we get to pick another one of these. So this is where I'm challenged. I was going to take this one because I needed a military, but he's really not that good. Yeah, you get to add 1 pip for every 2 levels. I feel like the wine artisan is a really cool idea. Otherwise, I'm doing this. Yeah. The wine artisan is the way to go. Okay, so we actually have an extra advisor, so I'm just going to put her... where do I put her? We'll put her here for now. When this goes away, she'll get to replace it. Actually, we're going to have 4 advisors the whole game, so I don't know where we're going to put her. We'll put her there for now. And we immediately gain 2 supplies, which is good. And then our caravan will be able to roll those as red dice from now on. Also good. Okay, moving on. We already did our harvest. That's right, because we were catching up. So now we're on year 4. This goes away. So much for us building that. And then we get 1, 2, 3. And of course we get our military now. It'd be nice to build more towns. So I'm going to flip those around and build 2 more towns. And then we're going to go ahead and progress this. So we got a lot of stuff finished. We have 2 of our 3 towns. we have both of these are finished. So we finally get resources, which is good because we're probably going to have to start focusing on defending our town. And then I'm going to use this actually. We're going to make our manor right away. And get this promoted to level 1, which lets us get out this guy. And the moment we get him, we gain 5 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we can discard 2 Vault to add the Gilded Knight into our standing army. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to downgrade this by 2. And we're going to do the second level. Right? We're just going to cover it up with our advisor. And the Gilded Knight is very good. So we're going to add him to our army. I'm thinking. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. And then we have 4 gold here. Well, let's think about what else do I want to do for actions. I could spend this to expedite something, like the barracks. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend this. I'm going to expedite the barracks and the last town. So now we have all 3 towns, so we could build this up, and we got it up to another level. And then the barracks, we're also going to spend because we have 2 of these, so we can upgrade that to level 2. Alright, so now I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 to upgrade this back to level 1, and I'm going to take 1, 2. Oh, I'm only allowed to have 3 of them, aren't I? Yeah. That only moved to 3. Alright, we're not going to do that. We're going to instead take a gem. And we're going to take another gem because I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wrong direction. Alright, so that is done. We get to pick what are we going to do. There's a good chance I'm getting an invasion here. I currently have a defense of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would be 7 points. I can't invade the looming threat because I don't have siege engines, which I could have gotten. I needed to spend 2 gold for that. I would be at 10, 12. If they were to invade me right now, it'd be worth 4, 8, 9. I'm sorry, this is level 2. 10. I mean, I technically have enough to defend myself, so I don't need to put this on defend myself. Yeah, I'm gonna get myself another supply. Alright, we'll take that gamble. Next we're gonna do the caravan, which is coming back. So we have 1, 2, and 1, 2, and now it is, instead of 2 blue dice, it's 2 red and 2 green. The green being for the materials. So 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then we get another gold and another gem from this. Okay, let's see how bad this is going to be. It is not an invasion. So we can either exhaust somebody for 3 material or exhaust somebody for 3 gold. I'm going to exhaust somebody for 3 material. We got our caravan covered for next round. Maybe I should have done 3 gold, because we're actually going to get 2 material. I'm going to do 3 gold. We're down here, so we got to do the war front now. Excellent. Nothing happens. And then harvest. So right now we're going to get a gold and a silver, and then another silver, and then a material, then a material and a gold, and then also a supply because of this. Perfecto. Oh, because I traded, I get to do something. I could grab this. I am going to grab this though, because this is the theme of the hour. That gives us 2 more gold. And I get to peak. So I'm going to peak it next year. So it's another non-invasion. So we're good. Our quest. We need to get masonry expertise and resources 1. We got the resources 1. We just have to buy this for 4 gold and we're set. Okay. We got that covered. Next round. Discard. Move these down. And this was supposed to be here. 1, 2, 3. This is basically, we get to foresee a future year every time we complete a caravan. This one just lets us foresee 2 years. They aren't horrible. They're not great either though. I'm going to make this into a barracks. And this one into a grain field. Am I doing anything else? I mean, if I did, I'm being a little gluttonous. After completing a caravan, gain 2 gold. I mean, we got some pretty neat ones. I mean, I do have, if I launch another caravan, I'm just going to retrieve it here. Launch, retrieve, launch, retrieve, launch, retrieve. I mean, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 more caravans. So if I actually, instead of doing the barracks, if I actually built that, and then I actually built this, I mean, it could work. I'm going to lose my 2 of these. I have to spend a gold to take that, and I have to flip one of those over. Let's try it. And it's gems for the end of the game. It is victory points. And then, of course, I'm going to have really powerful caravans here. So, why not? I do need 1 more of these, which I can spend with 2 gold. Let's do that now, before I lose track. So we're going to have a caravan with 4 supplies. And that's going to go for the next year. We know we got this coming. So I know I'm going to do this. And let's go ahead and just grab another supply. And yeah, let's move everything, progress it down. Alright, lots of stuff here. I need 2 technology to be able to upgrade this again. I have 1. This one, or we need the masonry expertise. That's going to cost 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm also looking at, do I get the catapults? So I can take this down. It's the only way I can... Well, I can upgrade this one more time before I need tech there. I do need another tech here. So what tech would I take? There's the Victory Parade. This one, it's instead of 2 gold, it's 1 gold and 1 silver to get a good. I mean, I do this a lot. I do this type of exchange a lot. So that might actually be worth it. Yeah, I'm going to buy this one for 2. No. No, 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 no. The better buy is this one for 4. So knowledge requirements for all provinces is reduced by 1. So you don't need to buy as many of these going forward. So if I buy this one, I only need 1 to upgrade each of these provinces, even this one. But it costs more gold. That's the problem. If I buy the other one, it's half the price. And I do that exchange a lot. I mean, it does save me just 1 silver each time, but that does add up. It does add up. I'm still going to buy the university. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 gold to upgrade that to 3. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, so we have done this, so we're going to get 1 gem and 2 gold. We need to do this. Ooh, this is a nice one. Goes into build Q3. And then we do our end harvest. So we get 2 gold for our vault, 1 silver, 1 of these, 1 gold, and 1 of these, and then 1 supply. Done. Okay. Oh, this was supposed to be replenished right away. This is going away. One, 2, 3. We're going to be ending here. I'm going to build 2 ironworks. I did start the fields. Oh, you know what? Nope, I'm going to build a town. This one I'm going to have to save. We're going to toss that. I don't want to spend these to build again. So right here, if I have 3 or more, I can discard 1 gem and gain any level 1 or level 2 knowledge. So I'm going to do that one as well. I don't lose a vault level, I just lose a gem. And the reason I'm doing that is because, and I think when I gained a vault level I forgot to do this. So my apologies, that was a retcon. I need siege weapons. So that's 2 gold. I can grab that one. Or I could have grabbed this one, right? Because that costs 4. That would have been cheaper for the 1 gem. And we could have done that last time. Or we just do this to get a wild card. That would be a third one. Sure, we'll do that. That lets us get a wild card. Wild cards are important. And I need to not spend it so hastily like I did this last time. And then we, just like the sidelines would say, jump! Alright, so we have a manor, but not two. Two houses. So we got a whole hodgepodge of stuff. I do need another manor up. Okay, now we do our actions. I am going to spend 2 gold to get the siege weapons that we keep talking about. I do need 4 military if I ever want to upgrade this again. So I shouldn't be discarding all my military. I'm going to spend both of these to rush these. And I'm rushing them because I have a caravan that's wrapping up this turn. So I'm going to get both of these benefits now. It sucks because I had to get rid of 2 of these, but I think in the long run that's going to pay off for me. And then also, I have to decide my stance, and it may not be... The chances that this is not an invasion is so low. That means all 3 invasions are right here. So I'm either defending, because I'm guaranteeing myself it's an invasion, or I need to attack, because if I attack, I can get rid of a looming threat. So this is 6 threat. That would make it 10. So 10 minus 5, right? Because if I defend, I get 5. So I would have 5 strength. 5 plus 2 for 7, plus 2 for 9, plus 1 for 10, plus 3, 13. I'd have a 13 strength coming against me. And that's with me defending. Or, if I destroy this, this is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14. So it's 1 point higher. But I will have gotten rid of this permanently. Now, the problem is with the 13 strength one, I would have at least had these 2 to help me defend. With the 14, these 2 would have been... Oh no, right here I had 2 points. So that would have been 12. So this is actually better. I'm going to go on the offensive. And we're going to try to destroy that looming threat. And so these 2 are going to go here and here. He'll get to roll a blue die. I wish I had some attack. I don't. This is a risky move. Okay, so I put in my stance. We're going to regard... We actually resolve this first. So we're going to grab a green and a blue, like we said. Because this gets upgraded to a blue. And I need... How many points? I need 4. 4 is doable. Not when that garbage happens. So I only rolled 2. That's horrible. Horrible. I don't even get the... I didn't even do a draw. So I gain a gold. I get the consolation prize. So if this ends up being an invasion, not only do I get the invasion, but I get the threat too. Because this jerk couldn't do anything. Alright, we do this first. I'm going to gain a gem and a gold. And then I get to foresee 2 things, and I also gain 4 gold. And then I get to grab one of these. So I could... I mean, this is just being suicidal, but I'm going to do this and get another gem. That is how I win the game, by getting gems. Okay, so I do all that, and now we're going to find out that this is an invasion, which it is. It is a minor invasion, which is good. So that means 6 and 4 is 10, 12, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This makes it 20 because I attacked there. This makes it 18, 16. I have to mitigate 16 points of damage. 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm just going to spend gems. That hurt. But I knew it was coming, and I knew I took my gamble, and my gamble did not pay off. Not even in the slightest. Okay, but I do get 2 visions. So I'm going to look at the next 2 years and at least see that there's no invasion there, which is good. And then I'm going to be able to see the rest of the way because we're going to send our caravan here, and then that's going to come back here, and then I would be able to see these 2. You see how that works? So by having the 2 visions, we're going to know everything that's coming from here on out. Okay, so we finish that. We finish age 6. We got to do some stuff here. First off, our quest, which is complete. We have resources level 1, and we have the masonry expertise. I could get 5 gold, 2 people, or a bunch of those resources. I'm tempted to just take the 5 gold. Although, to be quite honest, the resources are the issue. And I need it for our caravan, so I'm going to take the resources. Done. And then, next up is I'm going to gain another advisor. And it has to be from my faction. So, I can get another soldier, which I now realize I need. And these 2 aren't really very helpful. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to grab another soldier. So now we have 3. We only need 1 more for this. And then we say, okay, we're in an epic game. All discarded endeavors and the endeavors not in play go into the deck and shuffle it. And then I forgot to do this the entire time we played, but these get reshuffled as well. So all of these cards get added in. And then the discards here get added in, and then we shuffle. Right, now this is going to matter. I might actually draw cards here that I really need. But we're going to start round 7, and here you can see we're going to reward for doing productive year, which is fine. This goes away, also fine. Move that down. They get a capstone right out of the way. The bat. They get a township capstone. Now I could take this for almost free if I can win a battle, but man, I'm just not army-wise. I'm just not there. I can move this over since I took a soldier for my last advisor. We get R3. 1, 2, 3. We have a military capstone, which again, I could build it. Now, if I build the military capstone, it's just going to sit down here and it's worth nothing unless I actually upgrade this all the way. And just to bear in mind, I need 6 troops eventually to upgrade it again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But I did get my precious manor, so let's get that built. And I wanted to build one of these, so I think I'm going to do... Yeah, I'm going to do a swordsman. Because the swordsman and the gilded knight are going to go on the offense, and then this guy and this guy are going to stay on the defense. So then, what do I do with this? Right now, if I put this in here, which I plan to do. That's worth a victory point for me if I keep it there until the end of the game. But it does generate 2 more threat. Oh, also, I get to draw another card when you get that. Oh, there we go. We got a foundation. We need that. So I'm going to flip over one of these, spend 2, and we're going to build a foundation as well. Now the whole thing. Get the dice out of the way. Moves down. Like so. Okay, we know this is a safe year. So I'm going to be able to get one of those. I know I'm going to have to spend 2 gold to get the last supply. I already have a 4 here, but we're going to go ahead and put this out. I have 7 gold left. I'm going to spend 4 of them to upgrade this to level 4. So now we're cooking with Pam. And I got 1 final level left to go, but 2 gold and a silver is looking awesome. Oh, when I did that, I'm flipping over a person. When I brought that caravan back, I never rolled my dice. I get to roll 4 red dice now. This is a retcon back to here when my caravan returned. I did the 2 vision and the 4 gold, but I never did this because this gives me silver. And I know this because the 2 red dice were here and the other 2 red dice were up there. We didn't roll them. 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would have been 5 more gold for me. And that, of course, was a retcon. Well, that just means I'm going to spend 4 right now, flip this guy back, and bring that up to level 5. So we're crack-a-lacking here. Okay, I still have 4 gold left. So I'm looking at possible upgrades here, like +1 to my attack roll. I can't do any of the agriculture ones because I don't have that upgraded yet. Township level 2. The pikeman is okay. Well, I guess if anything, it's one of these. The attack roll would be helpful. Yeah, let's do that one. So that's 4 gold. And we're done with that. Caravan went out. We chose our stance. Yeah. So now we're going to resolve this. So we went economic. So we're going to gain a gem and 2 gold. Perfecto. Then we have to do this. They're moving forward 1 more. It's getting a little precarious. Then we're going to do our harvest. So I can take a gem or 3 gold. I'm going to take 3 gold right now. This is a silver. A material, another gold. And then a supply. Okay, we now moved to round 8, which I know is a safe round, other than I have all these threats out here that are annoying me. This goes away. I get one of these. There is a manor which I'm looking for. One, two, three. These are 2 cores, or a guild hall, which is not the same as a town. So a guild hall, when used for a township province upgrade, you recover a population. So that's pretty cool. But we're going to build 2 cores. And this one I don't even care about. I'm looking at my situation. This one is better than that one. So we'll go ahead and at least discard that one. Okay, do I want to do my doohickey and take an item from him? And my answer is yes. So I'm going to flip 1, spend 2, spend 1 gold. We're going to take the capstone and also put that in production. I need a field because I have 2 of them. No, I only have 1. I need another town, which is coming. Remember, I don't need 2 anymore because I have the university. I got 1 of these. I need another one. Man, there's so much stuff I need. I need a lot. Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. We're going to grab all this, shift it down again. The Serpent Aid is coming just in the nick of time. And improve that by 2. This, of course, completes our town system, so that upgrades again. And now we're going to get a supply from our town, which is excellent. I would like to get a manor going, so that's going to cost me 2 gold. I will spend it to move this down. So now our manors are finished. And now we got the level 2. So now we can get out our top dog. When we get our top dog, we gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold again. And the last one is I can discard 4 Vault Fortunes and place the Grand Project in my build queue. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And this Grand Vault Project can go in my queue right there. And then I'm going to spend all 8 gold to upgrade this twice. The first time I'm going to add my 2 stones back. And then the second time I'm going to give myself my population back. And I just need more. More and more and more. Like here I need another town and 2 foundations. You can see I got 1 foundation along the way, but this is why, getting the wilds in is going to be good, because I may not have the things I need for some of this stuff. Alright, what else action-wise do I want to do? I think I'm pretty petered out. I do need a lot more resources, but I'm starting to get some good income. And yeah, we're going to do an income because I have nothing really to attack with my current situation. So I'm going to go ahead and do this again as our stance, and then we resolve our caravan. So first things first, we get a gem and a gold. Next, we roll all 4 of these. 4, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And then we're going to get 4 more gold. Then we're going to get to see the next 2 spots. So bing, 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 there's our invasion coming up. So we need to be ready. Um, we spent our 4 supply. We do get another gem from this here. And I think that's it. So we got ourselves some nice income going. Now we deal with the year event, which is just a looming threat, nothing happening. Deal with the war front. This is going to go up by 1. They're going to roll 2 red dice. And I have a green. I add 1 true mark to the result for every 2 levels of fortune. So I do get to add 1. So he's going to go here in the defense. So we're going to add a green and a silver, basically. He got a 6, I got a 5. We lose. He moves up 2 more. Okay, this goes away. I forgot to refill. So I'm going to refill both. I got 2 foundations. For us, it's 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this one you could spend 2. It counts as an extra town. That's actually really good. I only need 1 town though. Moving forward. So I am going to build this as my 1 town moving forward. And then this as another foundation. I don't need this one. Yeah, I'm going to discard this one. Yeah. Now I could... Oh, I'm starting the next round. I didn't do my harvest. My apologies. I'm realizing I also didn't collect my gold for when I did this. That was a while ago when I did my attack. But anyways, I get 2 gold here. I get a silver. I get 2, another gold, and then 2 supplies. 1 from here, 1 from here. Okay, now we can continue. Because I was like, man, where did all my resources go? Okay, so I'm going to spend the 4 silver to make this a 4th supply. Which of course puts this out again. We're in this year, so we're gonna get it back on year 10. And I have 14 gold. Well, actually, we gotta do this first. That's right, I was checking to see if I had these because am I gonna build more stuff? Like another foundation. Or another manor, which we do need. Or would like to have. Let's put it that way. Where do I build my own stuff? How important is it to build something else? Foundations are nice, but I gotta get this stuff all the way up to level 3 before I need a foundation. You see what I mean? Like I'm building all these foundations. I don't need... Well, I mean, I need 2 for this one. You need 2 for every one, so the foundations are important. Don't get me wrong. But I need to... Like, I need the iron. Yeah, right here. Let's build a quarry instead of the manor. I need both. But we're going to build the quarry. That means flip and then ding ding. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Flip that again. Level it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Level it up again. So we're right back to the top. And technically, we've done it all. Alright, so now we get to move all this down. There we go. Move down. Alright, we got a quarry. We have a wild. We have our Gilded Knight, our Defender, a Swordsman, and a Foundation. We get a lot of pieces done, but we don't have anything whole. Okay, so we know that we can do this. Although, I do have an ability to attack right now. And I should... I mean, I can attack this, which would let me build one of these. There's my other quarry. Like, if I actually won, I would get to build a card. It would cost me a population. Or I can get rid of a threat, which gets me resources. Right? Because this is going to be 10 plus 6 plus 4. Like, we're going to have a lot of stuff going on here. I almost feel like I need to keep these for their defensive value. And let's not go on offense yet. But if I win, like I said, I get to move the warfront up. And I can get my other quarry going. It's not that important. Let's do the defense, because I got a lot of threat coming my way. Especially with these two. Yeah, we're in trouble. We need defense. I need this to level up again. I have 1, 2, 3. I do have my 4 military. I just need the barracks. Did I not build one? Oh my gosh, I never built a barracks. This one is upside down. So that one right there. One, two, three, 4 for 2 of these. Flip that. We needed a barracks and a queue. Okay, so now we are going to resolve. As many times as I wish, I can exhaust a person to gain a gold and a gem. So remember, a gem is half a victory point. Losing one of them is a full victory point lost. So you're going in the hole. Now, obviously, as you spend these, you can get them back. If you upgrade this, you can get them back. But this is not going to downgrade anymore. I've spent all my downgrades. This is maxed out, and it's going to stay maxed out. I'm going to just do one. We'll take a gem and a gold. Alright, with that said, we now draw this. They're going to gain 1. They're rolling 2 red dice. Oh man. Yeah, we're going to defend with these 2. So this is a red and a blue. So 2 red for them, and a red and a blue for us. They have 4, and we won. So we defeated them, they don't get the 2 bumps. Okay, so then we're done with all that. Now we do the harvest. I am going to take a gem this time. For this. A silver. One, a gold, and a supply. And another supply because I forgot to put my guy down. He would have gone there for the supplies. It was a supplies party. Okay. This goes away. We lose that foundation. There's the manor we're looking for. R3, R1, 2, and 3. I do need a military. And I'm going to save the core. We're going to build another field. Do I want to build something else? I'm thinking. The issue is spending these. Like, some part of me wants to spend these to rush projects. Yeah, I'm not going to build anything else. We're going to let that go. We know an invasion's coming. We're in trouble from that perspective. But let's keep going. Progress. I did not progress anything yet. Move everything down. This guy goes back in the queue, which we're going to need to help defend the area. I'm going to spend these to expedite. And I just realized we have masonry expertise. So I'm going to be able to move 3 points worth of stuff. So here's, like, for example, 1, 2, and then 3. Like that, right? So I have 2 foundations and a house. So now I get to upgrade this. But remember, I downed 2 of these, so I get to do 3 more. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. And here I have 2 cores and a capstone. So I'm going to be able to upgrade that to 5. So I got myself full income going on here, and this is fully upgraded. 17 victory points. So that was 1, 2, 3. So we could, if I'm willing to push down some troops, I can have 4 troops here, and a barracks, and a quarry, and upgrade some more. So I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to, because we're going to get the caravan back. So I am going to spend 1 of these, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. I'm sorry, just 2 gold for 1 of these. So 1 of each. So we're going to bring these 2 troops in. So I have 4 in my standing army. Then we're going to do 1, and then this is 2, 3. So I have 4 plus 1. That lets me upgrade this, so now I have 5 defense. And I can have 4 in here. And then I have 2 quarries, so I can upgrade that as well. So we have that done. And this is what our queue looks like so far. The defense is still going to be really ugly, but this did help. And then, of course, we know we're going to need to defend this round, so I'm going to do this. So that'll help us. Alright, I think I'm done. I chose my stance. The caravan does come back first. So we get a gem and a gold. I'm going to get another gem from this, and then 4 gold. And then we get to look at the next two. We're going to have another invasion after this, and then a productive year. So I need a lot of these to get my troops back for the next invasion. Oh, and then I gotta roll my 4 reds. 4, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Just like that, and I actually get to grab another one of something. And this time around I am gonna grab... Yeah, I gotta grab this. So that caravan lets me flip this back. Alright, next we do the event, which of course is an invasion. They're going to roll 2 red dice. They add 6 to it. So it's 10, 16, 22, 26, 28, 32, 35, 37, 38, and 5. I don't even need to do the math because these two 5s cancel. So 38. This reduces it by 5 more, which makes it 33. This is 31, 29, 28, 26, 24, 21. Holy buckets. I still have to do 21 points worth of mitigation. One, two, three, 4, 5, and 1. Yeah, that's how I gotta do it. Wow. So that was a lot of lost points. And it's going to get even worse because I'm going to roll 4 dice next time. Okay, then they go, and boom, it's even worse. They're going to move 2, and then they're going to roll 2 red dice. And by some miracle, we won. So we blocked them from rolling again. This is getting dicey. We even know they're coming and we still can't stop them. Alright, next round. This goes away. That is a capstone for agriculture. One that we're really not going to be using, although we could maybe put it here for victory points. 1, 2, 3. I'd like to get a manor built. We're going to do another military. We didn't do our income. So I'm going to choose a gem to replenish the many that I've lost. A gold. 1, 2. 2 more. Another gold. And a supply. And that's it. So if I flip and reduce by 2, I'm going to build this field. Then replace this here. I'm in so much trouble. I'm gonna get this for 2. I'm realizing I need it. So now for 1 and 1 silver, I can get a 3rd one. And then I'm going to do 1, 2 for a 4th one. And that lets me place this out to there. So this is now back to 0. All of these progress. I need 2 food to bring 1, 2, 3, 4 of these down. So if I do 1, 2, yeah. So I'm going to bring this one for 1, 2, 3, and then 4. I mean, I have more troops, but it's a matter of how much my gold do I want to spend. I mean, I could still keep spending gold. I'm going to spend both of these to improve that by 2. And see, I could even have done 2 more. But I spent those building an extra item. And that's the trade-off, right? Okay, so let's say I do 1. That lets me build this and bring this down. And actually what I would prefer to do is I'm just going to bring this down. Leave that there. And then I have 4 gold left over. Yeah, I'm just always out of resources. And I get some really good income going here. But that's alright. I mean, we're doing a lot of stuff too. I mean, am I doing 50 victory points worth of stuff? I mean, I got 17 and I'm in the 20s, which is... I was in the 20s when I was only able to upgrade my stuff to level 3. So, I don't know if I'm doing that much better. I had a heck of a lot more gems last time. And this is going to just pummel me. So, yeah, I'm choosing defensive stance again. I have to. I'm going to be in the freaking 40s to 50s in terms of resolving this. Is there anything else I can do to improve my... Yeah, I can actually... I got to do this. So I'm going to do 1. Or that's 1. And then 2. So I can increase this to at least level 4. And then what I could have done is bolstered my forts. But that needs 3 more gold. And as you can see, I spent it all. I spent it all doing this stuff. And maybe I shouldn't have. So I'm spending 1.5 gold each time. This would have been here for 1.5 gold. And then this one and this one would be there for 3 gold. So if I did that and I bought the bolstered forts instead, so now these are going to be worth 3 defense each. I just got rid of 2, 3, 5 defense I lost. But I gained 4. So in the end, I guess this is not a good trade-off. This one would have been nice too, but I don't have enough money. Well, of course, this is actually, that's 1.5 more. Still not enough. You would think that with all the gold I have, all the king's horses and all the king's men. Now, I could have taken the 3 gold here instead of the gem when I did my income last time. You know what, let's do that. And the reason being is I need to buy stuff. So I'm going to buy watchtowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm at my limit. That's the reason why see how it fits? I can't buy any more technology, even if I wanted to. So by doing that, that gave me 2 more points on the watchtower, which is 6 more defense. Because I can go +2 beyond this. Okay, we are committed. We're defending the whole 9 yards. Let's go. So they are rolling all 4 red dice. So it is a 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25, 29, 31, 35, 38, 40, 41, 42, cancel. So 42 points of mitigation I have to do. Here's 5. So that puts us to 37. 34, 31, 28, 25, 22, 19, 17, 14, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, I'm just going backwards in this game. Right, then we do our harvest. I am going to collect 3 gold. 1 gold for this one. 1, 2, 1, 2, another gold. Another one of those. And that's it. We're in the final round of the game. I'm not doing well. One, 2, 3. I'm going to get my other manor up. My water mill. Do I need to build any of this stuff? No. I don't have a core. I don't have any things that I really need here. Am I willing to flip and lose 2 more to build something else? The answer should be yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have the 6 military, so I can get past this. But then I need 2 foundations. Yeah, it's getting dicey. I mean, I have the 2 foundations. I have the 2 population and the 4. I can build the 2 foundations. I'm going to flip, flip, flip. I'm going to spend all 4 of these to put the 2 foundations in. And the third flip is I'm going to spend 1, 2, right, to get 2 more of these so I can build this as well. Wow. All right. Well, like I would like to also build that, but I'm all petered out. So then everything progresses. The military is more or less done. We could maybe go on the offensive, right? Because I have 3 of these. I have a double wild card. I have another field. And I do have one of these to play with. So, like, for example, if I spend that, I can get 2 more military to join me here. And then as far as my stance goes, I think I am going to go on the offensive. But where? I have no money. I could do this. It would let me steal and build something. What would I steal and build, though? I mean, the capstone for agriculture is the last thing I need. I mean, I could do these to get some gems, but they're sort of pointless. It has to be this. This is the only thing that matters, is moving this now. I mean, the gems arguably could... I mean, it gets me some nice resources. Some gold. That is a victory point. Yeah, okay, I could decide later what I'm doing. So, we'll go ahead and do that. It is a productive year, so I can actually just get a gem and 2 gold if I just produce. And I can get 2 gold here if I produce. I mean, maybe that's better. I mean, I am going to get 2 gold for attacking. But I would just get 2 gold for doing nothing. And then actually 2 more gold. I mean, that gives me 2 gold as well. Yeah, we're gonna attack. Let's do something fun here. Okay, so I've done everything I can do, at least at this juncture. We are going to then do our conquest. So conquest 1 is going to be this guy who upgrades whoever he's with, which will be this one. So those 2. You know what? Let's make sure we win. Let's do those 2. And then we're going to do those 2. And I guess he's going to just stay home. So for this one, I'm going to roll a blue and a red. I only got 4 points. I needed 5. So I'm going to gain a gold for that. And another attack. This one is a green and a blue. And I am going to spend both of my attacks. 2 points. And these 2 make it 4, which is still not enough. We lost both times. So we gain a gold. And another one of these, which is worthless. And before I forget, there's 2 of these, so I'm going to get 2 gold for the income. And then here, I mean, I'm looking at the gem situation, but I need the 3 gold. And then another gold. And 2 of these. 2 more. 1. 1. And I don't get the gold because I could have put my guy there. But I got a little ahead of myself. I collected my end harvest, but we still got to do the war front and this. So we didn't do either of those stances, so we don't get that. I forgot I have to resolve this, but let's do this first. That gives us 1. And then this goes into the build queue. And we could have raided it, but it's too late. So that's going to move it twice. We are actually going to lose the game if we allow this to happen. So clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was needed to move that 2 to the left. But anyways, getting back to our caravan here. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then we're going to get 2, 4 more. And then we're going to get a gem, 2 gems, and then another gold because of this. And we get to restore a pop. And then the vision doesn't matter. Okay, so now everything's going to come back. Because we're resolving the game over. So this happens, which is going to move us 2 more to the right. We have a manor. We have 2 manors, which is all that's needed to move this up. That does give us some nice victory point bump. Then we have another soldier. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. So we finally get off the Schneid and get 3 victory points for that one. We have a military capstone and 2 foundations. So unfortunately, I have to use this. I thought for sure I was building a barracks, but I gotta use this as a barracks. So that bumps it to there. I have my 2 foundations. Oh crap. I was banking on the fact that I had a barracks being built. So if I did this, I can get it up to there, but see, I need 2 cores. This was supposed to count as the 2 cores. I needed a barracks somewhere. That gets me from 6 to 9. That would get me from 4 to 6. See, and then these 2 together would get me to 14. Like, that's a huge loss of victory points because I don't have the barracks. I needed one of these to be in my queue, and I thought it was. I really miscalculated that. That's killing me. And look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm losing 5 victory points here. I lost 5 victory points because I couldn't upgrade this. I mean, I have to follow the rules. I screwed up. I didn't do it properly. Holy cow, that's going to cost me bad. Okay, so if the warfront is at 12, that's no less victory points than if it's at 7. So if I'm spending 5 to move 2 at a time, so that's 5, 10, 15 of my money just to get 1 victory point. I don't think I can do that. So instead, we've already established it's 1.5 per nugget. So I'm going to take away 1.5 and this, right? That gives me 2 of these for that. So then for every 3 gold, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to do 6 more. So I at least got my 5 victory points back, right? I basically just golded my way into this. And like I said, we could move this to the left, but unless I have significant points, it's not worth it. I am so disappointed in the whole... I mean, I even took this from here, right? That's a victory point if it was staying there. It's not a victory point here. And in fact, I would have been able to save 1.5. I wouldn't have had to flip one of these. I would have been able to save my gold. Remember, I spent a lot of gold to be able to build that last one. It just... Yeah, there's no... I can't cry about it too much now. I'm just pretty convinced I did not get to 50 victory points. But I think that's all I can do. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this was silver. That turned into silver. And that's not even enough to get me a victory point. So, yeah. I mean, all I can do is move this over 1. By spending 3 of them. Yeah. So, the only thing I'm doing is, I did retcon and put this back for the victory point. I know I would have gotten more money here, because I did spend a lot to be able to build this. I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and do our score, which I may lose. So let's see, the faction is L. For provinces, I have, this is 20. 29 and 4 is 33, and 6 is 39. That is a lot more than previous. This might save me. So getting 1 to 17 was excellent, and that 9 was not chump change. And the fact that I got this up to a 6 was also good. That does save us. Because this is 20 and that's 10 more for 30. Yeah, 39. Well done. I was not expecting that. I only need to get to 50. So I just need 11 more points. Okay, 1 victory point for every 2. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. I need 8 more points. And then gems. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is a level 3 for 4.5. Yeah, that's all I had was 4. But still, I'm 4 points away. Hinterland, we're not going to count this yet. The hardship was 0 because I did get them all restored. And then the warfront is 0. I did lose. I did lose. That's it. It's the warfront. I usually get points for the warfront. So 39, 40, 47. I am 3 victory points short of winning. And this is... Oh, no, 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 no. Look. 2 victory points right here. I get 2. That puts me to 49. Are you kidding me? I'm 1 victory point away from winning. 1. That gave me 2. Oh my goodness. I am 1 victory. I was at a half point, right? Remember I had this level 3? I just needed 1 more, like 5 gold. Just 1 more something. You know what? I had 3 gold left over that I just squandered here. We could have won this. Remember I did this stupid thing where I spent 3 gold? When I did my income, I could have just taken a gem instead of the gold. And that gem plus this level 3 is the one missing point. So I got 50 exactly. And that took a lot of retconning and you know, mathemagicery. um, so that gets me to the 50 points, which is what I would need to win. And I won just barely. So this little faction, it sure is nice, but man, oh man, the invasions really got me. And if you think about it, I lost a lot of gems protecting myself from these guys. And I think the biggest issue is I love this mechanic, but the advisors sort of suck. They're not that good. And what you're really banking on is that that card here, this one right here, that needs to help you to upgrade something big time here so you can get to the victory points. I mean, seriously, if I would have timed this out properly, that's 5 more points. I would have easily coasted without even needing to do the mathemagicery. So just getting this to level 5, boom, I was done. Had I been able to just upgrade this, that's 2 more points. This would have been harder. That would have been 3 more. And, you know, this is doable as well. If I could just get a manor, I had the 2 foundations. You know, same principle, right? I still love this game. And from a solo perspective, it was looking like I was cruising. And at the end here, I was really struggling. That 50 points is hard to get. I really thought that since I had 9 bonus gold at the start of the game, that this was the perfect faction to play. Because they use gold to upgrade. And I think the idea was right. But it almost seemed like with the way these invasions worked out, having a military faction can be advantageous, you know, because you're winning things. This guy who gets the double is really good. You know, would I have done better if I had the vampires? Maybe. I don't know. I think these guys look fun. I wanna try them sometime. But there you go. That was a solo game that was technically a win, but it required me to really put in some mathemagicery and really, you know, the original decisions I made weren't the proper ones, and so we had to go back and retcon them. So we won per the rules. Um, so it's not like we cheated. It's just, yeah, we had to, you know, okay, that was a poor decision. Let's go back and fix it. And what you were really doing was fixing the math. So we were doing our proofs, and then we realized we forgot a negative sign. So we went back and fixed it. And so yes, we were able to win with no points to spare. Um, you know, it's arguable that maybe these were not the best choices. Like especially this one. That one ended up turning out to be a turd. We ended up not getting the civil decree. Civil decree was in here both times. Now the fact that 2 of the invasions were in here was a miracle. This final round, they did not spare us the invasions. So, anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.